What's up, guys? More radio awesomeness. Today, the infamous Ranger AR-3300. This is a fairly rare radio from what I understand. And it's a really good radio. These radios are renowned for their receive capabilities. And this one's right there with it. There was this one, and then its big brother, the AR-3500, which had a few more options and upgrades, some different things. I've heard people say that the 3500 was a 100-watt option, so I think that was out there. And then I think there was a kit, an aftermarket kit or whatever you could get for these 3300s that made them a 100-watt version. So this is not the 100-watt version. As we'll find out here in just a minute, we're going to push it through that PDC meter. But it is a pretty good radio. Could use a little bit of cleaning. You can kind of see here, there's like a clear cover on a clear face on the face of this. And that needs to be taken off and cleaned behind it, is what it looks like. So, but not done that. I don't plan to. You can also see somebody's done, it looks like some model paint touch up or something on this one. But nonetheless, it is seemed to be in working order. These Rangers have standard 4-pin Cobra. We'll go through the features on this thing here. You got your RF signal and your S meter. And then what's really unique about these is the way that you change channels on this. So there's these series of rocker switches here, and then it displays your frequencies. So right now we're on channel 14. We can go all the way up to different bands. We can go all the way up to 29. I think it's 999 maybe. Yeah. Is what the capability. Now we'll talk about that. Let's just talk about it now. That's the one flaw that I know of with this radio, other than being dirty, is it has this one segment out right there. So that's an 8. And then, so it's kind of a bummer, but it is what it is. There's a segment on that. But at any rate, this Ranger 3300 goes all the way up to 2999. 9.9. So that's the height of your frequency, and then it goes all the way down to 2600. So the range of frequencies on this thing is amazing. I think they're actually a ham rig, but kind of targeted to the CB market. And like I said earlier, the receive on these things are outrageously awesome. But for controls, you got your normal, your clarifier, your squelch reset, your mic gain, and then the RF gain. So your typical 4 controls there. We'll come over here in your AM, upper and lower sideband, call watch, and then FM. And then your AF gain, which is like most Rangers, that's your volume. Now this one's a little scratchy. Some deoxide in that thing, and it'll be cleaned right up. Again, I don't know that I will do that on this one. I don't like to get into these if I don't have to, and if it's not one I'm going to keep and be my own. So I think I'm going to let this one go. But I want to show you that scratchiness there. Now this is something I kind of have played with. I don't really understand it much, the split, so you can monitor between 2 different channels, different things. So, but it does work, it seems. And again, I don't really know the most about that part. But and then down here you got scan features you can put in to scan, and then to cancel it, and scan your program channels. So you can program channels in this thing with your memory. So the capabilities on this thing are endless. But for me, driving down the road, having this in my mobile, it's just too much for my simple cornfield brain. So I really like something with just all analog knobs. Like my favorite is the DX88, which is what I run on my mobile right now. But these are super capable radios, and for you super intelligent guys, this is right down your line. For me, us meatheads, we like just plain buttons. But either rate, this is a beautiful radio. Let's see what we're doing wattage wise. We'll show you a little key up. We're on the AM. We have going into this PDC and then into the dummy load back there, and then we're going to receive on the old trusty walkie-talkie just so you can hear it. So key up here. Let's go to, let's see, our walkie-talkie's on channel 14. Oh, we got to go to manual. 27.125 is 14. Okay, so we'll show you the RF meter here. Audio. So you can hear it on the walkie-talkie there. We'll see the wattage. It then keys up about 9 watts and swinging well over 10. You can see awesome modulation on this thing. And the receive, like when these, the receive is next level. Like it's a ham rig. It receives like a ham rig. So just keep that in mind. The sensitivity is really high, so it's awesome. And then the clearness when you're transmitting, that's what everybody talks about, how clear these Rangers are. Now I'm running it with this RK56, so it's kind of a noise canceling mic, but nonetheless you can see the modulation we're getting out of this thing. Audio. That's probably a little too much, and I may need to reset that, but you can see this thing cranks up there. We're on the middle scale there, the 1, 2, 3, or 1, 2, 6, 10. So we're getting about 15 watts, it looks like, on the whistle. But you can see the power these things do. And the 100-watt versions, you can get a little more than 100 out of them. So they're good radios. Let's go to upper there so we can see what it's doing on upper. You're going to hear a weird squeal on the walkie-talkie because it's AM only, but audio. Almost 20 watts, 15 to 20 watts on sideband. So there that is. Let's crank back to AM and I'll show you the receive on our walkie-talkie here. Key it up. Oh, too much. So, see, I'm transmitting into this dummy load here, and that's, I mean, it's audio. Audio check. Audio check 1, 2. Audio check 1, 2, 3. Receive on the Ranger AR-3300. Audio check. All right, guys, there you see it. Ranger AR-3300 with one little burnout light segment right there. Still a nice radio, guys. I love these Rangers. All right, until the next one. Concrete in the cornfield. Boom, boom.